A muddy print on the left is often a sign of a calibration error, but replacing the ink cartridge rarely addresses the root of the color shift. Faded lines and clogged nozzles indicate the delivery system is out of sync. These mechanical failures require a systemic adjustment rather than new consumables. Correcting the output requires stabilizing the ink's viscosity, balancing the internal pressure, and verifying the digital color mapping. To begin the calibration, you will need administrator access to the printer's control panel, your RIP software, and a sheet of standard test media. By carefully adjusting these specific technical parameters, the entire machine returns to a state of predictable, repeatable output. Start at the physical machine by locating the internal temperature control panel. This diagram shows standard ink flow inside a print nozzle. Its velocity is sensitive. If heat shifts by a single degree, viscosity changes. When temperature drops, the fluid thickens. Droplets deform upon exiting and break their grid pattern, preventing accurate color mixing. Relying on the machine's internal heaters is a common mistake if you are not also monitoring the ambient room temperature. If the workspace is cold or subject to drafts, the internal heaters cannot maintain the thermal equilibrium the ink requires for stable flow. Match your internal heater settings to the ink manufacturer's specifications and ensure the room is climate-controlled to prevent external fluctuations. Stable viscosity is the physical requirement for consistent results. Without it, digital color adjustments cannot produce an accurate print. Once the temperature is set, move to the machine's negative pressure gauge and digital readout. Negative pressure is the upward force balancing gravity to keep ink suspended. High pressure pulls the ink away from the nozzle, starving the machine and causing faded bands. When pressure is too low, gravity pulls ink down until it pools and drips uncontrollably. Adjust the pressure dial in micro increments of 0.1 units. Pause for 10 seconds after each adjustment to allow the internal pumps to equalize. These micro adjustments should continue until you achieve a stable ink meniscus at the tip of the printhead. This pressure equilibrium ensures consistent ink delivery and protects the printhead hardware from long-term wear. With the hardware calibrated, go to the computer workstation running your RIP software. The ICC profile maps digital colors to specific ink combinations. It is the translation layer between your screen and the printer. Even a calibrated machine will produce inaccurate output if the software is utilizing the wrong color map for the task. The profile must match both the specific ink brand and the physical media type. Open the tab in your software to assign the profile that matches your current media. Selecting the correct ICC profile connects the digital design intent to the stabilized physical hardware. Now that the temperature, pressure, and profiles are set, run a standardized test page. As the test page emerges, verify the color transitions and the accuracy of the hues against your original design. Save these software settings as a locked preset to maintain this configuration for future jobs. Standardizing these variables ensures the screen perfectly matches the final print. Subscribe for more diagnostics.